thought it would be possible for me to maybe squeeze in a bit of a rant. Is it a rant? Is it a diatribe? What is it?
Hi guys, it's Artimus brain sample again. I know it's been a couple of months, and I apologize, but back, and I'm hoping that you enjoy this this delve into the mindlessness of my girl Daphne as much as I will. I apologize that it's been so long, but it turns out it takes more out of me than I had realized in order for me to sit through this stuff, and for that I apologize. I thought I was going to be, it's going to be strong enough to pull it off together, but I wasn't. So I'm back. It's my friend Daphne. We've met before. It's been a while since she and I have hung out. In fact, she's kind of come up missing. But I managed to find this little gem. And I hope you appreciate it.
I don't know what it is. I guess we'll find out what it is. I'm talking about... I don't want to say that particular word. What am I talking about? I'm talking about necklaces. I'm talking about necklaces. I'm talking about rocks. So to say necklaces and rocks and bracelets because it sounds better than jewelry. Jewelry. It sounds so much like jewelry. I don't want to say it. So we're going to talk about necklaces and rocks. And I've been easing into the plants. We'll talk about animals later, but this is about rocks. Rocks, minerals, rocks.
I want to make sure I get all of this, because it sounds like we're going to cover a lot of shit. We're going to cover rocks, and necklaces, and bracelets, and we're going to talk about plants, and then we're going to talk about animals, and because all of that shit is related.
This should be No Forest on Flat Earth video. Start over. This is a No Forest on Flat Earth video. That would make it part 55.
Hang on a second. No, what was it? No forests. No forests on flat Earth. Not that son of a bitch.
Part 55 of my personal flat Earth experience. Yes, that's what it is. So, as you know, there are no forests on flat Earth.
The suspense, I can hardly take it.
At least, not anymore. The forests that we do know of are, what are they? They're shrubs. There were trees. They were huge. And I know for some people, this is, it's just stupid conspiracy bullshit to make other conspiracy stuff look not as credible.
Pro tip, not what we're thinking.
But, trust me, that is not what the case is, and I am going to help prove it by having some evidence filmed here locally. I've got so many of these things around here. I mean...
So many what? Trees? You've got shrubs? You need to have somebody come... What?
Once I saw this video, No Forests on Flat Earth...
Alright, it's gone on long enough. I can't stand it anymore. She says the word Saul, which sounds pretty Jewy. S-A-W-L, like bro. The word is saw, not seen. It's.
I started looking around, like literally right out my window. I can see, like, I think I'm living on one of them, in fact. They're called mesas. I call it a mountain, but it's actually a mesa. And they're like sawed off trees. I mean, that's what the fuck they look like. And I know for a lot of people they don't want to believe that, or that's stupid, or hocus pocus, but look around, open your eyes. Don't...
It's necessary to take a break right here, and you're welcome. If you have a thing that you do to prepare your mind for an unbelievable cavalcade of absolute horse shit, I'm going to give you a few seconds here. You're probably going to want to go ahead and do that thing for yourself. Again, you're welcome, because the shit goes completely sideways from here on out, and I'm not even going to... Yeah, you know. Sorry.
Don't lean on your history books and your science books. Don't close that shit up and use what the jazz man says, or your horse senses. Use your horse senses.
My what?
Use your actual horse senses. You know, I was thinking the other day, my cat and dog are so fucking smart because they've never had to fucking read a book. How about that? My cat and dog are smarter than other people because they haven't had to read a book. The reason I can get along with my cat and dog is because they don't think that they're spinning on a ball. Isn't that hilarious?
Nope, that's not hilarious. That scares the shit out of me. You think that your dog and cat are smarter than you because they've never had to read a book? That's fairly the biggest benefit of being a human, is that we have a written language that we can pass down from generation to generation and share accumulated knowledge. And the fact that you completely disregard that and tell others that they should is not surprising. It's just depressing as fuck. I really do hope that you're gone from the internet. As much as I love you making videos really easy for me to produce, you're fucking batshit fucking crazy, dumb as a bag of rocks with 6 chicken heads in it. Please be gone. And I don't mean this in a bad way, but I hope you're sterile.
My cat and dog don't argue with me over the fact that Earth is a plane. They can tell. And they've never been brainwashed otherwise. So that's why we're best friends. But people in the world, yeah, man, they just, oh, that's a volcanic structure. Is it though? Is it though? I'm not quite sure.
Ask your fucking cat!
And so I decided I would make this video to talk about the roots of these trees. What we know of as rocks or minerals, gems. And I know Carly Sunshine made a video talking about the veins of coal, and how those could be roots, ancient roots of these particular enormous trees. I love that concept. And the more I got to digging, the more I realized that most of the things that we know of as rocks or gems, minerals, things that we wear on our neck, these are the roots.
You looked into this and you found what?
These are the roots of plain Earth. And I've come to understand that that's the connection that we all have with them. And I'm talking about this because I feel so strongly about it. And I've been working with necklaces and bracelets and rocks for over 22 years, like as a business. And I have gone to craft shows, and I've taken with me huge containers. I mean, like huge vats full of tumbled stones and quartz crystals, and, you know, let children fill up bags of them. You know, each bag has a price, and the bigger the bag, the more the money, and then they can stuff as many rocks as they can into the bag. And while they're doing that, I can talk to their mom about necklaces and bracelets and rocks and all of this other stuff. And I have to say that so many parents pull their kid away from that vat full of rocks, and they're like, no, why would you want a rock? Or they pick up just like one, and they're like, oh, Mom, please buy me this rock. And the parent is just like, no, why? What would you do with a rock? Which, this to me is like the dumbest fucking question a parent could ask a child. What would you do with a rock? Like, gee, I don't know, Mom. Hide it under my pillow, rub it with my thumb, think about what it might be made of, look at the color, share it with my friends, add to it with another collection, think about Earth, connect with Earth. But to an adult mind, it's conditioned by, like, TV and magazines. They think, what value does rock have? I mean, they're walking around with diamonds on their hands, but they want to ask their child, what value does a rock have? Why would I buy you a rock? What could it do for you? So, I'm going to be talking about this probably a lot, because it's something that I feel so strongly about. I feel like there's a reason that we're born, and we're so naturally inclined to rocks and dirt and digging and finding them and turning them into things and just holding them and just rocks. Just rocks. I don't know why it's such a big fucking deal. Like, a parent who can't buy their kid a bag of rocks is a piece of shit, in my opinion.
So you bought a rock tumbler, and you go around to craft shows, and you put out a big display of rocks to attract children to your booth or whatever it is that you have, and when parents are reluctant to buy their children shiny rocks, and in your opinion, which I don't know if you've noticed, I don't think much of your opinion, Daphne. I think you're a bit of a screaming, ignorant fucking cunt. So your opinion kind of doesn't mean shit to me, and I hope to God that the people that you have let down by vanishing from the fucking YouTubes recognize you for being the raging, screaming, ignorant fucking cunt that you are. I won't buy your fucking rocks because I can make them myself. I won't buy your fucking rocks because there's no story behind your fucking rocks. Your fucking rocks came from you. Fuck you and your horse shit attitude about 1,000 goddamn things. Least of all parenting, you stupid, raging, screaming, I can't believe it, Sophane. You just fucked up my take!
You know, as shitty as my parents were, like, I could go on about how shitty my parents were. You know, they didn't teach me how to garden, they didn't teach me how to exercise, they didn't help me with my homework, they neglected me, they abused the shit out of me. But for Christmas every year, I got my rocks.
Oh my goodness. Wait. You got your rocks.
They knew that. They could do that for me. But then again, I wasn't going to let them not do it. I was screaming all the time for rocks and crystals and just anything that I liked. It didn't even have to be shiny or pretty. Like,
Wait a minute, what? You were screaming about shit? And your parents neglected you? That's not neglect, honey. That's ignoring your pain in the ass.
just going out into the driveway. Going out into the driveway was enough. Like, it was just so amazing. And there's so many parents that don't want their kids to do that. You'll get dirty. What would you do with it? Like, how far do we have to separate our kids from their world? You know, like mentally draining them and lying to them at school, and then physically keeping them away from the actual things that their world is made of. That's fucking sick. Anyway, I'm going to be talking more about the No Forest on Flat Earth. I'm going to be doing a video featuring the stumps. They're stumps, I know they are, around my house here. Maybe if I can get a drone, I can get a really good view of the one that I live on. I don't know, no promises there, but it's possible. I don't know how high they can go. I've been looking into it, and the ones that I've seen just don't go as high as I'd like them to go. So I'm gonna look for one that can go a little higher, and then get a better video made about this, because there's more to be seen and there's more to be told. I got a lot to say, and you got a lot to listen to. Cheers to my friends and my subscribers. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Damn, Daphne, you were really close to actually saying something meaningful and true. It's bad. You don't want to keep kids out of the gravel in your driveway because they might get dirty. You don't want to keep them out of the woods, and you don't want to prevent them from picking up rocks that aren't particularly ugly. But you might want to keep them from paying some stupid fucking cunt for shiny rocks that she has sitting in a basket at child level. And you might want to expose your kids to some goddamn books. Fuck off. Just fuck off. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I would love to see some comments down in the doobly-doo. The original will be down there. You can fondle it. Actually, I take that back. It won't be the original because I can't find her shit on the internet right now. It will be a mirror of her shit, so don't flood it with a bunch of comments because chances are she's never going to see that shit. But thank you so much. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. Ask me for a place for you to send me money, and I will. Promise. I will find a place for you to send your money. Thanks, everybody.